Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly read. This reading will span roughly the time between the 15th and the 21st of March, but I guess it can be a far bigger time span than that. Alright, so we have Scorpio coming out. I'm using the Modern Spellcasters Tarot here. If you're wondering what, oh for goodness sakes, what deck I'm using. And please remember the readings are only general. They may not resonate with you. It does depend on, no, I've got all the cards around the wrong way. It does depend on, start again. Well, that was very professional, Yvonne. Thanks, Yvonne. Yeah. Just goes to show I'm just as faulty as everyone. Nothing special about this person. Well, maybe there's lots special about this person. Okay, Scorpio. Remember the readings are general. They can flip-flop. They can be the cross-watcher rather than you. Okay. Oh, I've seen this guy a couple of times this morning. I feel like offers are coming in everywhere, but they've been like really slow in coming. So everybody's like, where's my offer? For you, this could be about an offer for a new job, a new work opportunity. And I feel like you've been waiting for a while. So it could be something like a promotion that you've been waiting on. But it also can be an offer of something in the way of love, but something more tangible here. So longer, you know, something long term rather than just a fling. We do have the Nine of Wands here, and the Nine of Wands talks of boundaries. And sometimes we don't, when we meet people, we don't have good, healthy boundaries in place. And there's a caution here to make sure whoever's bringing this offer respects your boundaries here, or you respect theirs. Now, putting boundaries in place is a healthy thing to do. You know, having certain ways that you want to do things and letting a person know up front what your expectation is from them if you were to move forward in a relationship. Okay, so we do have the Five of Cups. So there's been some sort of hurt and pain in the past that you've walked away from. It looks as though here, though, you are now ready for a relationship after closing something out in the past. So this person that's coming in here may be, yet unknown to you. You may be a little unsure about how to move forward with this person. So it could be that you have not had good boundaries in the past. And when someone puts boundaries in place, it might be quite difficult for you to understand why the boundaries need to be there. So there's sort of a caution here. If you want to move forward with this person, or if this person is trying to move forward with you, having healthy boundaries is the best way for this relationship to go in the direction you want it in. So this is about you understanding that setting yourself up for the relationship is really important here. So you may be dealing with someone who's not used to having restrictions here. Okay, let's go into it a little bit more. Okay, so we have a love offer coming in for you here, or you could want to give this because this is water sign here. But this is an offer of love, but it's coming through in a very small way here. So it may just be that you are showing someone how you're feeling, or you're just emailing them at the moment or texting them. And there's something you want to offer here, and you're being very open about it. Definitely somebody wanting to work on something. So there's definitely something here. Again, can be work. All right, let me just take another card. I can see where this is going. Page of Swords coming out. You may be dealing with someone who has either been a player or has been used to having relationships go in their own direction. I feel like this person wants to have something more substantial with you, but because you've perhaps had a lot of opportunities in the past, they're very cautious about how they move forward. This is sort of calling out for you to speak your truth, or to ask questions, or express yourself here. Because I feel like if you don't, you're both going to hold back here for different reasons. You, because, you know, you may be worried about this person having lots of opportunities in the past and whether you're right for them. I feel like because they're finally committing to someone or want to invest in someone, that they're a little bit nervous too, because they're not really sure whether this is right or not, or whether you're accepting them. So there needs to be a very open conversation here, because there's a lot of nervous energy in this reading. So I think both of you want to be together, but both of you are coming from very different perspectives. So there needs to be an open conversation. I do think one or both of you are healing from past experiences. And because of this, you're both quite vulnerable. The Star card does show, though, that this should go ahead. It is the right thing to do. But it's like both of you not really being sure how to move forward here. Okay, so we do have the Justice card here. Some of you could be dealing with Libras and Aquarius here. To me, it looks like this is a relationship that should go somewhere. It definitely should, but I think that both of you are learning lessons here about how you relate to the other person. And it's very much about letting go of your expectations, because something here is drawing you towards this person. Okay, so we have the card of the Chariot coming out here. So this is about forward movement after some sort of pause. 3 major arcana sitting here. And they all talk about destiny and forward movement here. So something in this connection is very strong. And I think you feel that. I think you both feel that. But the only way that this can take off is if you have these conversations. Okay, 8 of Cups coming in here. And 3 of Wands. Okay, and the Queen of Wands. So some of you really do feel like you've met someone who is part of your destiny. I feel that you know this, you feel it. But it may be that you both come from very different worlds or very different backgrounds. So there seems to be a need for very clear communication here. Sometimes this sort of, let me just go back to the beginning, this sort of gives the energy of, especially with this boundaries card here, about consistency. I do think that you have found someone that you want to be with, perhaps after a period of time of maybe being with other people that haven't really sort of satisfied you, but you're really unsure how to move forward here. Or if this is the other person, they're having trouble working you out, trying to work out what you want here, what your interest is. Because there seems to be this energy of going in, backing off, going in, backing off. And I think it's confusing the other party, or vice versa. But I do think that this is the right thing for you. I just feel that communication is paramount here to move this forward, because I do see this future coming in, and I do see a great deal of happiness after perhaps walking away from situations that haven't really worked out in your favor. But I do see you producing something really fabulous, but you've got to either be more consistent with communication, more open with communication, and you've got to express yourself. I feel like you're holding back. So it's sort of like you're giving this energy of not investing. So you've got someone here who's feeling unsure of you because you're not investing. Okay, so I do have 2 cards that flipped out then. One's 11 and one's 44, which is quite interesting. And then I open the page to 22. So we've got 44, 1, 1, 2, 2. I'll read the Sacrifice out first. So we'll read the card of 44, because I think quite possibly that was the most dominant of the 2 cards. So it says, the Sacrifice asks you to offer to Spirit that which is most precious to you. Your offering will be sanctified and returned tenfold. You will be elevated to the altar at which you've been praying, and meet the divine at a table with the heavenly feast. You are a welcome gift in the banquet. Your heart is the only worthy offering you can bring. Life has been generous with you in so many ways. That's really interesting. So they're asking you to just open your heart up here. Trying to go through the motions here is not working. You have to be open and vulnerable. Let's just read 11 straight to the page. The council has a message for you. Listen with your inner senses. The handwriting is already on the wall, so look about you and you will discern its meaning. Do not wait for further signs. Embark on the journey to love deeply, forgive sincerely, and dare greatly. Take the leap without requiring life to assure you of success. So I really think that the only way that you're going to get this relationship really going, and obviously even there it talks about some sort of destined event, is by being open your heart, move forward. I think that whoever here is having this encounter is going to have a beautiful relationship, but they need to be open and consistent. Have a great week.